day is it today? Tuesday, February. Okay,
Tuesday.
27th?
27th, February.
Okay, let's
2024.
run it. 1, 2, 3. What's up and welcome to the Rundown. It's me, Billy. We got Nick and Donnie on this Tuesday, February 27th.
Thank you for having me.
2024.
Yes, leap year. This is the extended month.
Yes.
So you have a little bit more time to pay rent.
Hell yeah. That's a free day of rent, technically.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't tack it on.
We shouldn't have came up with that because they will do that.
Those landlords are salivating now.
Don't forget to tip your landlord. And as always, the Rundown is brought to you by BodyArmor. I drank a lot of BodyArmor yesterday during the combine, and it's time to reach for real hydration with BodyArmor Flash 4 IV. Packed with electrolytes, zinc for added immune boost, and no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. Flash IV provides the rehydration your body needs, whether you are feeling under the weather, had an intense workout, or maybe you broke dry January earlier than you'd like. BodyArmor Flash IV can help bring you back. Head on over to BodyArmor store on Amazon and get your BodyArmor Flash IV today.
I'm feeling very under the weather.
I would actually like one.
And BodyArmor has helped me a lot.
I didn't know on the copy if it was Flash IV or Flash 4.
Yeah,
Those Roman numerals.
Yeah, dude.
It's Flash.
That's why, like, when I'm reading it, if I'm reading about HIV, I don't know if it's HIV or high five. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, dude.
Love that.
So first topic, Russell Wilson thinks he can win 2 more Super Bowls in the next 5 years.
For what team?
Ridiculous. I don't know. Do we even know if he's going to start?
He'll definitely start. He'll probably get a decent payday. His odds are to go to the Steelers.
He's one of those guys where it's just like, he's won a Super Bowl, he's led teams, so he's going to get paid.
Yeah, and I don't think he was bad last year, was he?
He was. The year before, he was terrible, and this year, he sort of like skirted by with not being terrible, as terrible, but I don't know if he had like an amazing year. I got to check the stats on that. But he's 35, and yeah, he says with the Denver Broncos, unless they trade him. He sat down with Brandon Marshall. A lot of quotes coming out of those Brandon Marshall podcasts.
Yeah, he's good at getting some lines out of guys. Russell Wilson is one of my least favorite types of quarterbacks to watch. If he was for my team, I would he plays a lot of hero ball.
You know what he needs to do? He needs to hop on that Shannon Sharp Ocho Cinco podcast and get horny with him.
He's been horny.
He's been horny?
Yes, him and Sierra. A video came out. She was wearing this latex dress, and he leans in. He goes, "I got to get you out of that latex." And then she's like, "Russell," and then he's like, "Or you leave it on."
Dude, you know what?
Is that when they were dressed like Batman?
No, this was pretty recent.
Oh, okay.
This is a recent
Wow.
horniness.
Dude, Russell Wilson low-key gives me like Jet from Pookie and Jet vibes.
You think so? Oh, yeah. I think that's
dude,
fair.
He's just like light-skinned Jet.
Yeah. LSJ, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, who knows if he will. He's got to get a better vibe with his teammates. I think guys think that he's like above them. Like they think he's uppity about it. So
I think he's just kind of a dork.
yeah.
And then he tries to be cool, you know, and that's really, really transparent. It's that he's not cool.
I think, you know, if you want to take my like image advice, just to get horny with the fellas, I think it would make you more down to earth.
But I just don't think he has it in him, man. I just don't think
He doesn't got that dog in him.
I don't think he's ever going to like forward over a good set of tits to his boys, to his wide receivers, and just be like, check out these.
Yeah,
He'd probably call them like knockers and be like, look at him, call them like.
Yeah, dude, he's not going to start talking about the heavies the right way.
He's not going to call them heavies.
He's not going to call them heavies. Anyway.
He gets very embarrassed talking about heavies.
Yeah, he'd blush if you called. He probably like calls them tatas, dude.
Yeah.
He might not even be a heavies guy.
Sierra's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
But does she have heavies or does she have petites?
We're in more of a world than just heavies and petites. There's middle ground.
There's flat colossals.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, there's big FCs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can swing.
But that being said, I don't think it's weird for him to be like, I think every quarterback in the NFL, like, you have to have that mindset. I'm gonna win 2 more Super Bowls before I retire.
Yeah, irrational confidence is actually very common in successful athletes. And they usually
They make it that far.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers thought he'd be back in the same season.
Yeah.
I think he could have.
Yeah, he actually got to a point, but then like
Wasn't
the team
worth it.
didn't clear him. Yeah.
Moving on, an Italian soccer coach got busted hiding in a tree with binoculars to spy on an opponent's practice, and I think that was just an excuse for him being a peeping Tom.
Peeping Tom is one of the funniest crimes, just
Yeah.
because it has a cute nickname.
Peeping Tom.
Oh yeah, like.
Oh, look at that scoundrel peeping Tom.
Yeah, like, you can't give You can't give a cute nickname to like a perverted crime.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays, Peeping Tom's kind of gone out of. Do you think online porn's killed the Peeping Tom?
I think the new Peeping Tom is like trying to hack into an Instagram to look at like DMs or something. That's the new. It's cyber peeping.
Yeah, Peeping Toms have moved online.
I stayed at this like sex hotel in Japan, just to film a video about it. Not to have sex, but they had all these kind of like secret eye holes in the room because like some people just get off
It's
on
a big fetish to be watched.
peeping on someone.
Oh, being peeped.
Yeah, so it's like
peepee.
they had like a little eye hole that could look into the bathroom, so you could be like, "All right, babe, why don't you go in there?"
Are you sure that
and
just
get
wasn't
changed."
a Japanese glory hole?
No, it was there was some glass. I don't think you could get anything through.
We've been
yeah.
getting horny this morning. I take
Don't throw we under the bus. We had to start the rundown late because you had to jump in the lake.
I jumped in the lake and it got my tee up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
It got your tee up?
Yeah, dude.
I thought cold showers were to dehornify.
That's what they always say if you have like a bad case of blue balls.
Gotta take a cold shower.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure, but cold water gets your tee up, gets your dopamine up. It's a great thing to do.
But it makes your dick smaller.
Yeah, but like, it gets your blood to your brain, I think. So you got a brain boner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway.
so that's better than an actual.
Yeah. Back to this Italian soccer coach.
Do you fuck better with a brain boner or a dick boner?
I think you get hornier with the brain boner.
So
And then you might, probably worse.
So that's got to be the worst if you just have a huge brain boner and no actual boner.
soft with a brain boner.
Oh.
I mean, dude, who knows? The human body's a wonderful thing.
It's a mystifying thing.
Yeah. So this dude's in the trees. He's spying on the Italian soccer team. What? Is he like taking video? How much is he picking up from just using binoculars?
That's the most old school way to spy. Just film it. Fly a drone.
I'm also just imagining this like fat Italian man climbing in the trees and couldn't have been that nimble.
Also in the article, this is the second time he's been caught hiding in a tree.
Really?
Yes.
Dude, he's definitely a peeping Tom.
No, I think he's probably just having a little fun.
Yeah.
That's an old school way to have fun too. This guy's just an old school man, and I like it.
Giuseppe, get out of the tree.
If you climb a tree and use binoculars and you're not filming, I think you should be allowed to watch.
Yeah, because that means you have to memorize it.
That's just studying tape.
Yeah.
Also, is it the head coach? Because if it is, I do respect that. Instead of like the head coach having some weird lackey go and like hide in the tree, if he's just getting up in that tree
Chip
himself.
Kelly sending somebody.
He's an assistant coach,
Oh, the assistant coach.
and his
Okay.
name is Michele.
Michele?
Michele, get out the tree. Shane Gillis has gotten a self-funded sitcom called Tires that just got picked up by Netflix.
Yeah.
Is Shane Gillis going on a rocket ship, like up fame, notoriety, getting specials, getting episodes? Will he lose touch with the common man?
I don't think so, man, because that's his entire persona. I mean, I think that's just him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he, even after he blew up, he was still living in Queens with like 3 roommates, a pretty crappy apartment, and he was living deep in Queens, like parts of Queens Nick never even went to.
No, but I'd be afraid of.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of Blake Bortles personality-wise. NFL quarterback, you're still would rather be smoking cigs.
I just, like, at some point, he's got to just be like, okay, I got to get a nice house.
Well, yeah, he recently
he got a nice
moved to
house?
Austin. I assume
He's probably in a pretty nice place.
he moved into a nice place there.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool that it's a self-funded show, which you really can do. If you're not trying to make some like crazy action flick or something, if you're just trying to make a funny show about people running an auto repair shop, which is what I think it's about.
Yeah.
6 episodes, you've got like 10 funny friends to be in it. It's probably not like, it's still gonna cost a pretty penny, but he's so successful that it's like sweet that you could just self-fund something, because then you have no one looking over your shoulder being like, you gotta
exactly
do this.
how you
that.
want to do it.
Dude,
yeah.
like Trailer Park Boys, the production value on that was so low, but it was so damn good.
Yep. And then when the production quality got higher, I liked the show less.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, Trailer Park Boys was sick.
Is Shane like the best example of somebody who could have complained, got fired, but just kept like? Is he the best? Is getting fired the best thing that could have happened to him from SNL?
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, just based on like, because Saturday Night Live hasn't been doing great the last 4 years. And then I think like what helped him blow up was all that sketch comedy that he went and made with his friend Keeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was like really well done. So I think
could have been on. Those could have been SNL sketches.
Yes.
Yeah.
So getting fired and then becoming great friends of Rogan, which
That always helps.
was because he was fired. Because after he was fired, Joe was like, "I'll have him on and talk about everything
Cancel
that
culture.
went down." Yeah.
I mean, honestly, not just because he got canceled, but he really handled it so well. I think
Yeah.
that's why it was the best thing for him. You know?
Yeah. Do you have a contingency plan if you ever get canceled?
Yeah.
What is it?
I just retreat.
You retreat?
Just retreat.
Just like some sort of a
like-
ranch or like out of the country?
No, I'd probably stay in the country, but just like, yeah, it's over.
Become the Unabomber.
But not do any bombing.
The Unabomber.
The Una?
Minus
Just-
the
I'm just
bomb.
the
So
Una.
just he would live in a cabin in Minnesota.
The Unabomber without the bombing? Cool guy.
Very, very chill guy.
You know, separate the art from the artist.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Yeah. Yeah.
No, so Peter Thiel, we've been talking about this a lot recently, backs a new basically steroid Olympics called the Enhanced Games. I think it's gonna be dope. If I
Was
was
Special Olympics already taken?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, Usain Bolt, I think now that he's retired, like, dude, Peter Thiel put up a shit ton of money. Usain Bolt, do the dope, do the HGH, do the testosterone, and let's really see how damn fast a man can go. Because he's retired, like he's already got the real records. Why let somebody else do a bunch of roids in this new thing that's not you and beat your record? If you just beat the record on roids, and what else are you doing right now?
But like, I don't know if he has anything else to prove.
Well, someone else is gonna break his record and be the fastest man alive. Like, it might
Yeah, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like think about this. Of the 10 guys who's broke, like the top 10 fastest guys in the 100, I think they've all broken 9.8 or something. All of them have busted positive for some sort of androgen modulator, and Usain Bolt's the only one who hasn't. So
Okay.
either Usain Bolt's just gotten away with it, or he's just such a natural freak that he's the fastest man. But if we just
Could be a mix of both.
Yeah, but if we take him and just really juice him up, one of the reasons why he's probably fallen off is because of age and like lower HGH, lower testosterone with age. Like, if we just juice him up, peptides, let's see just how damn fast a man really could go.
Yeah, I'm all for watching like superhumans compete and stuff.
Freaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they should almost have like sports leagues with these rules. That would be more fun to watch than the Olympics for me.
Yeah.
Just like if one of the caveats of the XFL was you could like use whatever performance enhancing drugs you want. That would be, I mean, I don't know. Not all Olympic sports are like.
I mean, if
very
that's the
entertaining
case,
to
like
watch.
if like these guys are pushing themselves to the limit and pumping themselves up without having to worry about masking it, we're going to see a live death in those Olympics.
Yeah, well, there is a league of football in America that doesn't drug test, and it's the NESCAC. The NESCAC does not drug test. So if you're looking for some crazy football, there's a D3 league, the New England Scholastic College Athletic Commission or whatever. Yeah, they don't drug test. So there's a couple of juicy boys in there ripping some serious drugs, but most of them are just smoking weed and doing Adderall because of their studies. So
Yeah. Very hard schools.
Yeah. So, but
I had no idea. I just thought it was a bunch of just dudes that were just wanted to juice.
no. But
Me and Billy
some of them
are
do.
both-
Wait,
That's
did you guys both go to?
Yes.
They don't drug test.
Is that one of the reasons you went?
Yeah, there's one school where just like they have the lowest academic standards of the whole league, and they're just all on juice, and they win the league a lot.
Really?
Yeah, Hartford State. It's called Trinity College, but they just juice,
Oh, Trinity. Yep.
they juice the fuck out. Like some of these dudes are like the Trend Twins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, love the Trend Twins. Trend Twins, if you want to call them on macrodosing, like they're just some
Open invite to the
hilarious
Trend
dudes.
Twins.
I want to see the Trend Twins compete in the Enhanced Olympics. There's like two like Guidos who just rip Trenbolone.
They're real angry all the time.
Yeah, Manic Mike, dude.
They call him Manic Mike is one of the Trend Twins.
They should fight each other in Rough and Rowdy.
Like, is that a, like? Are you envious of them? Is that a like? Would you want to be like that?
No, they're just dudes. They have such a great brand. All they do is lift and eat and record each other fucking around, and that like, I could do that, but they have no other concerns in the world, and that's awesome. because they're just shooting each other up with steroids. They inject each other because they're not flexible enough to reach. So they're like, they have no mobility. So I can't believe that they're able to pin themselves.
Yeah.
So they're just they fucking inject.
Can they wipe their ass?
I don't know.
Okay.
They're jacked. I don't even know if they can comb their hair. Like these guys. Like,
so would you ever want to be so big you couldn't comb your fucking hair?
no, I mean, I don't know. Like they're just hilarious. Their builds are hilarious. Then like like if I see them in person, they're probably like 5'3".
Yeah.
And just like huge personalities. They'd just be fun to hang out with. I'd love to go lift with them and like eat with them.
You should do that.
Yeah.
Lift and eat with them for a day.
Trent, let's do some Trent. Trent also like makes you have psychosis.
Oh, okay.
So that might be a little bit of it.
But is it efficient?
It's very efficient.
Okay.
For mass gaining. Taylor Swift's dad is being investigated for allegedly attacking a paparazzi in Australia. I saw the video. Dude, if you're a dad, I think you should be allowed to punch paparazzis who are like harassing.
So was he with his daughter, or were they
Yeah.
taking pictures of him?
No, he was with his daughter. They were walking off a dock at night in Australia. And, the paparazzi were just being like annoying. Like, like Taylor Swift, yes, she's super famous. Yes, she's super rich because she's famous and the fans and the pictures and, it's part of the job, quote unquote. But like, she's just walking on a dock with her dad. She might be like, hey, should I get married to this dude I'm dating?
You think that's what she was talking
I
about?
don't know, why are you taking like long walks on a dock?
In Australia with your dad, yeah, and maybe
Sounds
maybe
like
something
what you
was
do in
said.
Australia.
Yeah,
you
probably
take long walks on a dog.
Yeah,
but,
that's probably.
Where's their mom? Where's the mom? Like, maybe she needs to have like a dad. Like, where else can she have?
Are you speculating? Are you going to be the first to?
I'm speculating.
Okay, no.
But that's like I think humanity's owed alone time with their parent.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
father-daughter time is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah. So if he threw a punch at a paparazzi harassing them,
Was it a punch?
I don't know, probably just a push or something. And at that point, just you're trying to make a story.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, paparazzis, they probably love getting punched in the face.
And Australian paparazzi, vicious.
Yeah. But they either want to get the photo or the next best thing is get punched in the face because then
That's
they
probably the
potentially
best
have,
thing.
Yeah, you can probably make more money getting punched in the face.
Does paparazzi sound paparazzi? Getting hit, Papa hit you.
I don't even know what you said.
I don't know what you're
What
trying
does
to say.
paparazzi mean? Does it translate
Oh, I did know that at some point.
Because it might literally translate to in another language, father hit.
Paparazzi used to be paid I think a lot more than they are now though. If they used to just for one photo get paid $5,000.
Yeah, it was that's how
photo.
Peter Parker made a living.
Was he a paparazzi?
For Spider-Man.
I thought he was a news journalist.
He was he took photos of Spider-Man.
Oh. Give me photos of Spider-Man.
That was pretty good.
What was it?
That was J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah. R.I.P.
What?
Jonah Jameson's dead?
Who is that? Who are you talking? All right, what's the next topic?
I'm sorry, Jonah Jameson. I don't know
It's
why.
a fictional character. He's from a comic book.
No, isn't the actor?
No, he's not dead.
Okay, sorry. What does it translate to? Did you look it up?
Yeah, it doesn't really translate to anything,
word.
but it comes from an Italian movie,
Oh.
La Dolce Vita. It's derived from a 1960s film, La Dolce Vita, Italian for the sweet life. I don't fucking know, but yeah, that's where the word paparazzi came from.
Interesting.
I actually ran into Taylor Swift's paparazzi one time in New York, and I thought they were for me. I was walking down the street, a van pulls up, everyone jumps out of the van and starts taking photos. I thought of me, but then I turn around and Taylor Swift's walking into a hotel.
That would be the worst way to find out that you got canceled on the internet. Just a bunch of paparazzi show up and start taking pictures of you.
Yeah, figuring out something. Yeah. Taylor Swift, you were that close to her?
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty close.
So are you in any paparazzi photos with Taylor Swift in the background? Did
I
you
never
get cropped out?
I never looked it up. This was maybe a good 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Is she tall?
I think so.
Do you think that if her and Travis Kelce get married, have kids, that the kids will be athletic?
They'll be athletic.
For sure.
Do you
Will
think
they
D1
go
babies?
pro?
D1 babies for sure.
D1 babies?
For sure.
But NFL babies, does the Kelsey line stop?
I mean, at a certain point, you got to think about nepotism too. Like they're getting in, like, or just how far that name can go. Like they're going to get in anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, how's Bronny doing? Bronny's he's averaging like 6 points a game.
He is now no longer on any experts' big boards for the draft. They're saying he's going to return to college.
I mean, that he should.
Yeah.
But LeBron said something recently about it. And like, I mean, is Bronny good or is it just the influence of LeBron?
Bronny's
I mean, he's good enough
good,
to
but
make
I think
D1.
the LeBron influence maybe hyped him up a little too much.
Do you think LeBron kind of regrets naming his first son LeBron when his second son's so much taller and better at basketball?
Yeah. LeBron said, let the kid be a kid. That was his quote. To your point, yeah, I mean, it's huge pressure on him.
Yeah. He named his son LeBron James.
Like, and then LeBron was like, oh, Bronny chose a different number because he wanted to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
It's like,
You see, yeah.
a name
He
for
wants to
himself?
make his own name.
Yeah. But, you know, I hope he has success, and it would be sick to see him play.
He had those scary heart issues right at the beginning of the year, and so yeah.
Yeah, dude, like,
He's not that tall, right? 6'3", 6'4"?
yeah, he's definitely got skill, but he doesn't have his father's, like, innate physicality, which
His second son's way taller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's see if his second son's kind of skinny.
Okay.
Let's see if he puts on LeBron muscle mass, but a lot of LeBron steroids allegations going around.
No.
This
What?
one from Paul Pierce recently.
Paul Pierce accused LeBron of steroids?
No, sorry, Kevin Garnett.
Accused LeBron of steroids?
Yeah, he said he was talking about Bronny, and then he goes, "Yo, his dad's got that Balco muscle." And we don't know about the Balco scandal, so LeBron might be in the enhanced games. The thing is, I don't think steroids would help you that much in basketball, so probably like HGH just to keep up.
His aging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what other roided up sports do you think are going to be in the enhanced game besides like track and field events and
Home run derby would be amazing.
lifting? Baseball?
Swimming.
Just to the home run derby. I don't care about fielding.
Yeah. Juiced up swimming. I don't know how much. I mean,
Wasn't there like a Chinese 16-year-old that like won, like broke all these records,
Yeah.
and then they found out she was juicing?
Sam Sulik used to be a diver. That was sick.
Juiced up diving would be fun to watch.
Dude, Sam Sulik, he's like, the Trent twins look healthier than Sam Sulik.
Yeah. Sam Sulik can't breathe.
Yeah. Like he's
Yeah.
that like,
But he's calming. I like him.
yeah, he's like the Bob Ross of lifting.
Yep. Yeah, wow. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I saw that somewhere. I'm not trying to steal
No,
it,
no,
but
that's
but
true. It's astute.
Yeah, but like the thing is, that type of muscle mass, you're gonna have zero HRV. So like, if you like got into a fight with Sam Sulik, like if you give a good 5 seconds of survival, he's gonna get so tired out so quickly.
I still don't think I'd win.
No, if you like, you could get him in a chokehold.
I don't know about that.
I think so.
Would you beat him?
I mean, was my whole idea behind fighting Jose Canseco, and that was like what I was telling myself. Who knows?
Paid
but,
off.
Like, it paid off, yeah. But like, you just have to tire him out fast enough to get him into a guillotine.
Yeah.
Like you could run. His mobility is very bad. So.
I don't know, man. I saw him dive. He's pretty limber.
Well, that was back before he had how many pounds?
No, you got to watch him dive now when he's huge. It's hilarious
Oh,
looking. Yeah, it's really funny
I need
looking.
to see that.
Yeah.
Dude, Sam Sulik, like, I also want to lift and eat with you, Sam Sulik.
You should just do a series where you lift and eat with people.
That would actually be dope. I'm gonna look into that.
Look into that. Look
I'm gonna
into that.
that.
What else we got?
We had the combine yesterday.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was uneventful, you know.
Nothing happens.
Nothing really happened.
A murky ending, but you know, it was the fine rules. But it was a fun day for sure. Donnie, you were sick. Did you have FOMO?
I did have FOMO. I still am sick,
Yeah,
but
you still are.
I've been telling John Rich I would do this rundown for the last 2 weeks, so I felt like I could show up and talk on the mic for, you know.
And you're probably not contagious anymore.
I will find that out soon and get back to you.
Well, I'll find that out soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying not to speak in your general
You and I have to get in a
direction.
hot tub together tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
If I do,
For a video.
if I test positive for strep, maybe we can postpone that.
Okay.
But I'm feeling a bit better. Last Chance Uganda drops tomorrow night, 8 p.m.
I know we're in a country called Uganda, But football, it's not about you, it's not about you, it's not about you. It's about we, and we Uganda beat Kenya.
Football is not a game. When you show up on Sunday, it is war. You can die.
If there is people that are watching and would love to join American football, be part of your team, is there a recruitment process?
If you are a very large man, please join Ugandan football. Beast! He's a beast!
I gotta say, the moment we showed up on the field, he's been coaching his cock off.
I just sort of blacked out and just designed an offense.
We got a game tomorrow, and we're just about to hop on a tube, and this is not good.
We're generals, and what is our profession?
Yeah, we'll just let the Kenyan QB from the last game, who's now a ref, call it a touchdown. Motherfucker.
That's cheating! That's cheating!
They fought so damn hard. They did everything right. They did everything right.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm going to fuck them up.
Oh, let's go.
I think this series is going to do a lot of goodwill for you. It's going to build a lot of goodwill for Billy football, but then you didn't do yourself any favors in the combine. I feel like every clip I saw was just something negative about Billy football.
It was.
Name one good movie without a villain. Can't.
You can't.
No, I get wound up in competitive scenarios. Especially when there's people who know how to push my buttons around me. I'm not making excuses. I'm sometimes a psychopath. And
Is your shoulder actually hurt?
I do have bad mobility in my shoulder.
Is your shoulder actually hurt?
It does hurt.
Is your shoulder actually hurt?
It does hurt to lift it up, but for the second when I'm jumping, I can get it up there. But when you're having to raise it above my head, screwing in light bulbs, sucks.
Excruciating?
Yeah, it's that's when my shoulder just kills me. And I always have to do it for my mom because I don't want her getting up on a ladder alone. And it's I have to do it because I don't want her to be up on a ladder by herself. So every time I'm over there, I'm changing all the light bulbs. And it's just my shoulder after that, I literally need to rehab it. But no, I could have raised my hand higher.
There it is.
There it is.
But everyone was fucking cheating. It's such a shit show. But
You're the slowest on part of my take.
I'm actually happy with my performance. I probably, if I didn't have 2 beers the night before, maybe some of my results would have been better.
You only had 2 beers?
No, I had way more than 2 beers.
Okay, yeah.
There it is.
No, it was fun. I mean, competing against former NFL players, it was awesome.
It looked like a lot of fun.
I sort of in retrospect now that my adrenaline is much lower and I'm removed from it, hit the lake, got some calming, hyperthermia.
Brain boner.
Yeah. It was dope.
How long is the brain boner going to last?
I don't know. I think it's gone. Once we started talking about the Trend twins,
Oh, okay.
that's when it went away.
Damn.
I have a very soft brain right now, Billy. How can I get it more erect?
I don't think you should jump in cold water with a sickness.
Okay. Well, I was in a lot of water over the weekend at Wisconsin Dells.
Oh, that looked disgusting.
It was. It was kind of
Do you have a video coming out, or was that for fun?
yeah, I think the Chicago guys filmed a vid
Okay.
for a bit, but what a bizarre place. It's the indoor water park capital of the world, but then in all these water parks for children, there's also a sports bar that's just in a pool.
Did you piss in the pool at all?
Towards the end of the day, you know what, I think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody has to. If there's a bar and a pool, it's probably 80% piss.
Yeah, it was wild. Obviously I've been to pool bars at resorts where it's just kind of a bar and a fancy pool, but this was completely different. It was take any sports bar in Chicago and just fill it up with 5 feet of water.
Could you get food?
I think there was a way to get some snacks.
If you're going into that type of environment, you just consent to waiting and piss.
That and getting sick later.
Yeah. At first when I walked into the place, I was like, this is gross. You got to get me out of here. But then once I got into the pool and I became one
With everybody.
with the trash, then I was like, I don't want to leave the pool because then I have to go back to reality. then I'm eventually going to get sick. But if I just stay in this pool drinking beers, nothing bad's going to happen.
Dude, you just got to piss to like fight off all the bacteria. Like use the sterilized piss.
Use your
to, like,
sterile piss to fight off all the other piss.
Yeah, to fight.
If I had only been drinking my own piss in that pool, I'd
be fine.
I'd be fine.
You'd be perfectly
Dude,
fine.
you might. Oh man, you might accidentally get like an. I'm sorry, I don't mean to put bad thoughts in your head, but like, what if you accidentally like got an STD just from being in the pool?
Could have gotten an STD.
In your throat.
Yeah, you could.
You might have like some water.
A TSD, yeah.
Yeah. I
A
think
throat TD.
Yeah.
Or
I think yeah.
Gonorrhea in your throat.
Yeah, I think you might.
Can that? Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Like
If you piss in like the Amazon River, the kangaroo fish can swim up your pee.
that's why I
yes.
didn't jump in the Nile.
Billy was very paranoid about that in Africa,
Yeah, you
but
gotta be.
I tried to tell him it's only in the Amazon.
Yeah, but like
You never know.
I couldn't get my wives' tales. I got them mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, there's two big rivers, Amazon and the Nile, and I was like, you know what? It's not worth getting a fish up my dick, or a bacteria up my dick, or a parasite up my dick.
Well, I felt fine after swimming in the Nile River. Do not feel great after swimming in Wisconsin Dells.
The guy, when we went to Put in Bay to swim, the guy recommended we put a bandage over the tip of our dick.
Yeah, and I think he was being completely
he's dead
serious.
serious.
Wait,
Yeah.
where?
Put in Bay, Ohio.
It's an island in the middle of Lake Erie.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Dude, there was one July 4th in Minnesota I heard about that like everyone was doing like a raft up and everyone got cholera. 'Cause people were
Jesus.
shitting in the water.
Oh,
I think it
my
was Lake
God.
Minnetonka on July 4th. Yeah, people were shitting in the water.
Shitting in the water.
And got some weird like flesh-eating bacterial disease.
Never want that.
Yeah, no one knows.
All right,
But
Nile good, Wisconsin Dells bad.
yeah, just wear a condom when you go swimming.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't want to put all the blame on the Dells. I mean, I felt like I kind of had a sickness coming the Friday as we drove up there, but a full day in the Dells did not make things anything better. But on a brighter note, Last Chance Uganda tomorrow at 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long one. I think it's like 36-minute episode, so tune in.
You meet a whole cast of characters of awesome dudes who just love fucking
Yeah.
football, and they want to play so damn badly. It's awesome. Can't wait. Wear a condom when swimming, but I didn't in Lake Michigan. Is Lake Michigan dirty?
You might have a
No, I think
kangaroo
it's good.
fish.
It's clean, right?
Yeah, it's pretty clean. It seems.
It's not
clean
like
now.
the Hudson, right?
No, it's not like the
It's
Hudson.
not like the Hudson.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry that I may have been crazy during the combine, and I thought they were changing the points on me.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Dude, I've been mic'd up this entire time. I didn't do shit. You're paranoid.
I'm not paranoid they changed the points.
Just check.
Go back on the live
So for
stream.
context, Billy got third overall. He thinks they changed the points, which still puts him at third place, but he's still pissed off for some reason.
Because they're doing it so PFT can say he tied with me.
I have
Bro, you did
no idea
good,
what you're talking
Billy.
about.
Billy, you did good, man. You did good.
It's just
And
one
to
of
be
those
honest with you,
things.
like, this is the reason why we invite Billy, was for stuff like this. So I'm glad that you're fulfilling your end of the bargain. But I didn't do shit.
You may have not done it, but
You
someone
spent
changed
the last 5 minutes accusing me of doing it.
Well, I think you would know about it. Literally, just
yeah, again.
You think I'm crazy? I had 33 points. Now I have 30, and I'm like,
You need to be working
Billy,
people to not get
congratulations
voted
on the
off.
tie.
what?
Billy,
You need to be working to not get voted off.
Both great athletes, equally good athletes, exactly the same.
Good job, Billy.
Also,
This
Billy,
is why.
Billy, if you had made a single throw, then we wouldn't be having this conversation.
They
Fair
probably would
point.
change the points anyway.
All right. It's everyone's fault but Billy's.
Dude, it's literally I had
Billy.
33 points.
Also,
Now I
why
have
do you
30
care?
points.
Because somebody, I think,
Because it's
climbed the
bullshit.
leaderboard.
It's just bullshit. That's why. But they did in the end.
But I was justified. No, you guys fucking suck.
No, it's all fun.
That was the most confident Yeah. You really sold that line.
No, dude, I'm totally over it.
Rundown.